Hello Reformers and welcome back to Perisno. Now, when we left off, we went on a bit of a bounty hunting spree. Didn't really come up with too much, with the exception of being able to recruit a couple more units, but obviously that doesn't really help us out in the long run. Now, what may help us out is taking on some Geldarin lords. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is probably a mistake, isn't it, Reformist? Because obviously, we're, gonna be severely outgunned, outskilled, outmaneuvered, and, well, outgeared as well. But we have some help. We have a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of help. 196 Elantoran vassals, and oh yeah, I also did not rest at all after the previous episode, so I came here right away because I actually saw a huge train of Elantoran vassals coming down to Geldarin territory, and I was actually attempting to find the queen herself. I was actually attempting to find her, but unfortunately she was defeated, and I can only assume that she was defeated by one of these Geldarin armies. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm actually going to try and get a couple of kills. I was actually going to try and get a couple of kills and hopefully not shoot my own people in the face. Yeah, okay. Well, he's dead. Okay, yeah, okay, well. Sad. Isn't that sad? Oh, well, that was hilarious. Okay, so it seems like the Elantorans certainly have the Geldarin's number, but obviously when it's this one-sided, obviously they are. Oh my. Yeah, so he did manage to escape. I was actually kind of hoping that we might be able to take him prisoner. I'm actually going to swap this out, even though this is 5 more head armor. I think the Hunter's Hood looks a little bit more in keeping with what we're trying to accomplish here. And we're now here. So now I need to be very, very careful, alright? Because there's this guy. Yeah. Geldarin army, okay. Yes. Let's be a little bit careful about this. I could technically get them in battle, but this is the thing. These guys have now been split, which is really bad. And they have 196... Whoa, okay. That is certainly an army that I do not want to mess with. Ooh, I might want to mess with this guy, though. Yes, let's do it. Yeah, this is what we like to see. So now, this is what I call some progression. Oh yeah, hopefully we're going to be getting a little bit of experience this time instead of just kind of making a fool out of ourselves, which is what we do most of the time, isn't it? Well, technically it's what I do, because, Scout is not particularly the best when it comes to shooting at the moment. He's much more of a persuasive, silver-tongued devil, isn't he? Instead of just being one of those people that's just like, oh, yes, I can hit an apple from 200,000 meters away. Or miles, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, I'm going to try and hit some from all the way over here, because I'm a little bit worried about going a little bit closer. I actually did hit someone for 5 damage. For 0 damage. And I actually headshot someone for 0 damage. Are you serious? Come on now, Scout. You can do more damage than that. Apparently he can't. He's just like, I'm trying. Don't shout at me. And I'm just like, but I'm not shouting at you. Please, just do your best. Do your best, Scout. He's not really doing his best, is he? Oh well, never mind. I guess the only thing we can do is kind of just hope that we get a little bit of, shall we say, ambient experience. I feel like the ambient experience is going to probably be enough to kind of carry us forward. Even though I'm not entirely sure whether we are going to get ambient experience. Maybe we are, maybe we're not, I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm going to try and kill that guy over there. 0 damage. 8 damage. Okay, can I get a little bit more maybe? You can kind of tell that we are out of our depth right now, can't you? Yeah, it's just I was getting antsy. I was getting antsy about, like, killing all those bounty hunter guys, and I was a bit disappointed that I actually got killed by one of those guys. Obviously, he did vastly outgear us, massively, outgear and outskilled us, so it's not surprising that we got absolutely murdered by him, but it kind of made me a bit disappointed, so I was just like, yes, what can we do to take out our aggression? And what can we do? With the exception of hit this guy in the back. Yes, that's very, very honorable, isn't it? Yeah, I did 0 damage as well. Obviously, my power strike right now is, I think is it 0? I'm not entirely sure. It might be at about 2 or maybe 1 or something like that, but that is certainly not enough to hit these guys. I have a pretty decent power draw skill, and I would have expected headshots, for example, to do a little bit more. I mean, look, 10 damage. I would have expected maybe, you know, a little bit more than that. But they are wearing circlets, as far as I'm aware. They're wearing elvish circlets on their heads, so that's the reason why you can't see them. Or they're wearing the magical enchantments. I think they're wearing the magical enchantments, and the magical enchantments do give them more iron flesh as well, so you do have to bear that in mind. So maybe they're wearing those, I'm not entirely sure, but this is really cool to see all of these elves running up this hill in pursuit of their mortal enemy, which is of course the Geldarans. So yeah, I don't want to retreat, thank you very much. I'd like to just, yeah, there we go. Now, this is cool because we are getting some pretty nice renown rewards, and that's basically the one thing that you can kind of say that we're doing right here. We're also able to recruit a bunch of units. Now, oh my. Yeah, I'd love to do this, right? I would love to do this, and I'm going to, and I don't care whether we're going to go into insurmountable debt that we'll have to foreclose on our house, and we'll have to shut down all of our businesses just to be able to afford this place. I mean, not this place, but these units. Because, literally, that is really cool in my opinion. And I was not expecting to gain any of these guys. I was just thinking to myself, okay, we're going to have some fun here. And apparently having some fun includes gaining a huge, huge bonus in terms of the amounts of units that we have. Anyway, why are these guys running away now? I actually don't know why. Why are they running after random deserters now? That is absolutely hilarious. Okay, fine. You can just... Right. Okay, that's very weird. Okay, never mind. I guess we're just going to speak to this guy and... Yes. What? Did I? I didn't give charity to some... Oh, I helped them. Oh, yeah, I did help them. But surely you'd want me to help your villagers, no? Oh, well, apparently not. Yeah, so that guy obviously wanted me to capture some Arulo. I have new debts. Who would have thought it? I have new debts, yes. The mercenary payment from Elentor is obviously 500. And we have now a debt of 27. Which is utterly pitiful, really. It's absolutely awful. Okay, can you give me a task? Yeah, okay, sure, fine. I'll deliver a message to Princess Linthradil, or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm probably going to do that. But, now that we have some good units, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to try and find a couple of bandits to fight. Maybe we'll be able to find some deserters that are a little bit higher level. Elentor and the Valahir clan have concluded a non-aggression pact with each other. We might be seeing a trade agreement soon, or maybe even an alliance or something like that. It's unlikely, but you never know. Alright, so none of my hunters or anything leveled up in that fight. Actually kind of surprised that we didn't get any experience at all. I suppose it's because we didn't kill anything. I suppose that is the main reason. Anyway, we're going to level up our charisma here, and... Now, what else? Now, that's the thing. What else are we going to go for here? I mean, I could go for some more athletics, could go for some more trainer skill. Might go for some inventory management. I mean, obviously, inventory management right now is not really necessary. We're not really winning too many fights. Foraging is okay at the moment. I guess Power Strike to do a little bit more damage with our main weapon, but even then, I mean, that's... I really want to use a two-handed, by the way, rather than a shield, but I think in Perisno, you're gonna probably have to need a shield, aren't you? You're gonna need a shield, so we're probably gonna have to do something like that. Anyway, what am I... Oh yeah, I have to deliver the message. I also did not hunt down this guy yet, so I suppose we could do that, because we need a little bit of cash, don't we? So I suppose we could do that on the way to Elsinore, and we can go to the village center and just really quickly get that done. Obviously, headshotting the guy is basically our only option unless we want to go toe-to-toe with him, and as you could see, my proficiency in one-handed is very low, so I don't really want to take that chance when I can finish it a lot easier in alternate methods. The underhanded methods, of course. Alright, so where is this guy going to be? He's probably going to be around one of these trees, isn't he? Or, oh no, is that him? Oh no, that's one of the villagers. He was just stuck on the wagon over there. Oh, there he is. Fantastic. Alright, so this is a bit of a problem. I feel like this guy's probably going to kill me. If he kills me, then, well, that's just how it has to be. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay, he just stood there. I think... oh, okay. So I think if you quit the conversation as quickly as possible, you have the greatest chance of headshotting these guys before they actually try to attack you. Now, I'm going to try and complete a task for this guy, but I doubt it's going to happen because obviously, you know, they don't always have a task, and I think yeah, okay, that's absolutely fine. We just won't be able to recruit from them any further until I'm able to, you know, get them some relation back. But the main point of this episode, actually, I set out initially to try to speak to Queen Arwen, because I personally think that it would be a really nice idea to woo her and to schmooze her as much as possible so that we can, hopefully, marry her. I think that would be a pretty cool idea because apparently you can then access the garrison. And I think that would be really, really cool. Maybe we could actually help the Elentorans take over Perisno. I think that might be a pretty cool idea. Maybe we can pull it off. Oh, she's the daughter. Oh, she's the daughter of Queen Arwen and the Lord of Elsinore. Maybe we can woo her instead. I think maybe, actually, that the Queen is already married, so maybe... I mean, we could obviously get her to elope with us, potentially. I think you need a lot more relation for that, though. Maybe 30 or 40. I actually have never done that before, so yeah, that's obviously something that we could think about. But anyway, we bring a message. Yes, it is good of me. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, wow, that's fine. Let's go and get it to ask. Of course. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that. Right. Okay, so who do you think should be made the Marshal of our realm? Oh, right. Okay. Oh, I was hopeful that I might be able to say that I support her, but obviously I'm just a mercenary, right? Aren't I just a mercenary right now? I don't think I am a vassal. So, yeah. That's kind of a shame. Okay, so our liege Queen Arwen. Yes, no. I'd like to ask something. Let's see. Are you proposing that you and I marry? Aha, there we go. So we can actually do that, but obviously I can't do that right now because I need much more relation. So let's see if I can get another task from her. I don't think it's going to be the case because we are a mercenary right now. I'd love to be able to become a vassal if possible. I did actually forget to do something when I exited just there. So we're just going to head in real quick. Going to jump on the table because that's what every good mercenary does. And who's this? The son of this and the lord of... Okay, well, do you have any tasks? Do you have any tasks? Give me those tasks. No, he doesn't have any tasks, unfortunately. But what we can do is we might be able to head to Fyhrr and see if Queen Arwen might make us a vassal. Because obviously we have a pretty decent amount of renown right now. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be enough. Probably not. I think we need maybe 200, 300, 400 or something for that. But I think that would be pretty cool. Anyway, what we're going to do as well is at the end of this episode, if I remember, we're going to take a look at some of the troop trees just to see if anything has changed significantly. But for the most part, I'm just really excited to see where this goes because I'd love to be able to help this faction to take over the entirety of Perisno. I think that could actually be a pretty cool idea. And if we marry one of the princesses, or at least this princess, then we have a much greater chance of success in that regard. So maybe we'll be able to do that. Okay, so I'm not able to recruit from there because I have no money. Obviously. Oh, wait. No, I actually did complete this, so I can actually go to the tavern. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're actually just going to go into the tavern and maybe we'll get another bounty quest, and if we go past something like that, you know, if we go past one of the villages, then of course we could do that. Alright, so let's do that. There we go. And, oh yeah, now this is the thing. do I want to get more honor or do I want more money? That's the thing. Honor is limited because we are unable to do anything very significant in being able to, you know, for example, capture a vassal. We're not able to do that right now, so maybe we should just do that. And then we're gonna have to fight something, aren't we? We're gonna have to fight something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut away, and hopefully I'll be able to find some bandits. I can't promise anything, because obviously they're pretty difficult to find in Perisno by the looks of things. Maybe I'll have to head into Draharan territory or something along those lines. Ah, okay, so... oh, that took a long time. Wow, okay. Yeah, anyway, we tried to find some bandits in Elentor's territory. Could not find any. For the life of me, could not find any. So, yeah, the only ones I could find were the Ankar's seducers, and now they have literally just proclaimed that they are united under one banner, and they have all, you know, rallied underneath, you know, Queen Aegea's banner, and they're going to be rampaging throughout the land. Anyway, the point is, as you can no doubt see, we are now in, well, we're close to Draharan territory, you know, sort of Hakon territory sort of thing. And we are now fighting some Sandstalkers. I haven't fought any just yet, because I haven't been able to find a party that was reasonable yet. Because obviously, we have only 24. I don't have a lot of money. I have literally about 11 orums on me right now. So this is a do or die situation. Oh yeah, and also there's a bunch of different combat abilities that we have here. So now, this is the thing that is new about this version of Perisno, as far as I'm aware. You can borrow ammo. Yeah, you can borrow ammo from one of your archers. And I actually saw that in the changelog on the download page, and I was just thinking to myself, wow, that is an amazing thing to be able to do. So I was just like, okay, we've got to do that. We've got to do that right away, because playing an archer build, I feel, is one of the most fun things you can do, especially considering in this mod, they give you these archers. I mean, really, they give you these archers. How can you say no to making an archer build? So that's basically what I'm deciding to do here. Hopefully I'll be able to get a couple of kills. Oh, there's one kill. Nice. Yes, one kill has inspired my troops. One kill, yes. Okay, so let's hopefully not get absolutely massacred by these guys throwing weapons. Apparently, we are a lot better than I thought. I was really worried about this, actually, because I was just saying to myself, okay, we have to find a band of bandits that are smaller than us, you know, in terms of numbers, and maybe have a couple of, you know, a couple of prisoners as well. So we could, you know, we could actually take some. So obviously, I'm going to be taking a couple of these. I don't know whether do they level up? Yes, they do level up. That's fantastic. I'm not entirely sure if I want to take Draharans. I'm okay with taking neutral units, but I think I'm going to impose a similar limit on myself, unless they're really, really powerful units. If they're really powerful units, then I'm perfectly happy to take them, but as it stands, Draharan Spearmen, not particularly powerful, and I'm perfectly happy with imposing a bit of a restriction on myself in terms of us only being able to use neutral units, demon units, and all manners of other kind of powerful neutral units, and also obviously Elentoran units themselves. So we're going to go with that. I'm also pretty happy to find some nice, well, things here. I actually thought they were a lot better than, yeah, never mind. I actually thought they were a lot better than they actually were, which is rather amusing. Oh well. I suppose that's fine. We can obviously sell these for quite a good amount. Okay, so we're gaining 101. So this is where I am right now. I actually did chase a bunch of Sandwalkers over in this direction, but then one of the Draharan patrols actually turned up, and they were just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be annoying and take these bandits away from you. So that was kind of sad, to be honest. Okay, so do these guys bring a friend? That's the thing I have to kind of ask, because if they bring a friend, then this is going to be a really painful experience. Oh, there might be some that won't bring a friend. That would be quite nice. Oh, I wish I had more spotting skill. I really wish I had more spotting skill. Or at the very least, I wish I had a companion that had a good amount of spotting skill. That would be kind of nice. Ooh, there's some regular robbers as well. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay, so we're moving at 3.6. They're moving at 3.5. I might be able to do this. Let's just see. Yeah, a couple of them do have some level ups. So I suppose that's reasonable. I'm going to be leveling up more charisma, more leadership, and we're going to be going for some two-handed, one-handed. I don't know what I'm going to be using yet, but as I say, I think in Perisno you're kind of forced to use a shield because everyone is just really deadly. So let's hopefully be able to catch up to these guys before the Draharan patrols come out of nowhere and kill them instantly, which is usually what happens. Can I catch up? Yeah, there we go. You are the dregs of the desert. Well, how would I know? I've literally just come from the forest. I have no idea what the dregs of the desert are. Oh yeah, by the way, I found it rather amusing. I was actually running around the Elantoran forest, and I found the Elantoran elites. You know, those elite guys that are running around and they have a unique hero unit in there, and I think his name is Foradan or Foragan or Fogodan or someone like that. And basically, I was wanting to speak to him to see whether I could maybe ask him to give me some of his units. I don't know why I thought that maybe I could do that. Just for hilarity's sake, I suppose. But the point is that I tried to ask him something, and then he was like, "Stay away from me, human." And I was like, "But I'm an elf like you." And he just ignored me. He literally just ignored me. There actually was not an option for me to say, "But I'm an elf like you." I was just saying that just now, but yeah, I actually thought that was kind of amusing how literally I chose to be an elf, and this guy is like, "Oh, stay away from me, human, you're disgusting," and so on and so forth. So I thought that was quite amusing, and I thought I would share that with you. But we're actually doing pretty well here. As you can see, we're actually doing pretty nicely. I'm kind of surprised, really, because every single time whenever I start a, you know, pretty hard mod, you know, Perisno, in my opinion, is maybe harder than Pendor. Maybe harder than Pendor. I'm actually unsure about that. I think they are in a league of their own when it comes to difficulty, and maybe obviously some of the other ludicrously, you know, difficult mods that are difficult on purpose, you know, those ones that are just difficult on purpose. Anyway, we have a two-handed here, which I might want to use, because as you can see, the weapon reach on our elven short sword right here is just awful, absolutely awful. So it would be quite nice if we could use something a little bit better. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to use one of these shields as well, because you never know, it might actually come in handy. And we're just going to take the rest of these and we're going to go to the nearby town and sell. And hopefully that's, yeah, there we go. 212 orums. I think we are now above the threshold, and we're going to be in positive money now, I believe. Our funds are now going to be really good. So they're going to be in a really nice place. And hopefully I'll be able to pay back my debt in no time. Hopefully I'll be able to just, you know, stay here for a little bit and see if I can just grind away a little bit and see if we can earn the money back that we need. I'm going to be selling all of these things. 762. That's fantastic. Think I probably only need to fight, I don't know, maybe another 5 bands of Sandwalkers or something along those lines, and then maybe I'll have enough money to head back to the moneylenders, because obviously I can't pay it back here. I need to go all the way back to, where is it now? Lille. So yeah, that's going to take me a little bit of time to get back there anyway, but I think it's worth it. So I'm going to be fighting here until I have about maybe 5,000 or so. I might show some of that. Obviously, I'm going to, you know, fight a couple off screen just so that, you know, I can save some of the time. But otherwise, we're going to be heading back and, you know, seeing what we can do about paying off our debt. And then we will have a pretty good army. And I think this is thanks to all of the vassals that were running alongside us in our attack on the Geldarin. So that's really nice, isn't it? Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.